On your mark, get set. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning, Kevin Durant. You should have left California.
This bronsexual upset me in having to bring this teenage idiot from Wisconsin into a sports conversation. Are you really surprised that the Cowboys are giving up on Ezekiel Elliott?
Whoa. Hell no! Well, no one cares about baseball.
Bitch, are you for real?
I'm so sorry about that. Good morning. And yes, we do have 2 false starts against me. Welcome to the Tuesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. If y'all were on my play-by-play stream last night, I told you I suffered a fall and been a little off. So I'm going to use this to get me back into the swing of things. And I apologize for the false starts this morning. And I apologize for especially being late. That's not my style. And y'all know that. And I'm not going to pass any blame except against myself. Hold on a minute. I'm not going to pass any blame except the blame that goes against myself. Because I should have been ready, and I wasn't. Anyway, with all that out of the way, with the apologies out of the way, this is the condensed version of the Whip Around presented by Fanatics. With this, Brittany Griner calls out the WNBA for travel situation hitting rock bottom before the changes. The encounter with a YouTube personality at the Dallas-Fort Worth airport occurred on June 10th. While the Mercury were set for a commercial flight to Indiana. Here's Cole Johnson, who joins me this morning. How are you, sir?
Good and busy.
I totally understand both of those. What is Brittany Griner crying about now?
Well, of course, with her issues that she's had with her unfortunate stint in prison out in Russia.
She broke the damn law.
I think the WNBA wanted to have more secure flights, so to speak. And so
she broke the damn law, period.
So because of her reputation of and with CBD oil, she got on one of those flights and that wasn't chartered, and they well she would say that they quote harassed close quote her, but
okay.
And she says, okay, WNBA, you already know this is how it is. I've had to deal with this crap last year. I've missed 9 months of my time because of this type of stuff. This is your fault. It's coming from that angle.
Okay. Next. She broke the damn law. She needs to pay for it. Next. Iowa Hawkeyes basketball star Caitlin Clark wins Collegiate Women's Athlete of the Year. No surprise. Next.
No, none whatsoever.
Ryan Reynolds, Rob McElhenney, and Michael B. Jordan purchase a stake in a Wrexham through their ownership of Wrexham AFC, and they're taking on a Formula One team called Alpine F1. What?
Not what? Well, Ryan Reynolds has his penchant of wanting to own sports franchises. I mean, he owns a soccer franchise in Europe. Now he wants to dip his toes in auto racing,
Again, what?
and he's putting Michael B.
God, you're good. I love that. All right, the Blackhawks, who will select Connor Bedard as the number one pick this week, also trade for Boston Bruins Taylor Hall as the Bruins get much needed cap space. They acquired the veteran forward and pending unrestricted free agent Nick Foligno from the Boston Bruins in exchange for defenseman Ian Mitchell, who is 24, and Alec Regula, who is 22, who are pending restricted free agents. Blackhawks general manager Kyle Davidson said,
quote,
"We are thrilled to be adding players of Nick and Taylor's caliber to our organization. The two bring a wealth of experience and leadership that will strengthen not only our forward group, but aid in the development of our entire roster."
Close quote. All right, Blackhawks fan. I'm about to say, what do you think?
I love this move. You bring some veteran leadership to who is probably going to be the rookie of the year, because if you haven't heard of Connor Bedard or watched him play, and for a while I wondered who the hell Connor Bedard was, and then I watched him play. And with the pending departure of Jonathan Taves and the already departure of Patrick Kane, the Blackhawks need to do a complete rebuild, and it's going to be centered around Bedard and these two players right here. So I will call this right now. In a couple of years, they will be skating for the Stanley Cup, because I just have this feeling that they're going to mesh together very, very well. The leadership, especially Taylor Hall, who was on the unfortunate team that blew a 3-1 lead and nearly won at the end of regulation against the Florida Panthers of all teams. And I love you, A Pizzle, but calling it like I see it. But you bring that to the Blackhawks and give them a fresh start. You give them a fresh start, and I just think all hell's going to break loose in Chicago, and I mean that in a good way.
Okay.
I mean that.
All right, so you
I mean
predicted
that
a
in a
Stanley
good way.
Cup Finals berth in 2 years. Wow. Okay.
2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
I just have this. I just have this feeling. Now I could be totally wrong in that prediction, and I think I will be. But yeah, call this a gut feeling. Call this a gut feeling. Let's stay with the NHL really quick. The Edmonton Oilers captain Connor McDavid is the league's MVP for the third time after a dominant NHL season that hasn't been seen since the 90s. He was announced the winner of the Hart Trophy and the Ted Lindsay Award on Monday night after finishing with the first 150-point season since Super Mario. Mario Lemieux had 161 points in the 95-96 season. He was also the first player to lead the league in goals with 64, assists with 89, and points with 153 since Mario did in that season. And the first player in NHL's history to have 3-point streaks of 15 games or more during a single season. Connor McDavid is all of that, and then some. Let's take a break. Well, actually, let's close the rip around really quick.
Yes, let's do that. Yeah.
Coming up after the break, the playmaker will join us, and Florida comes up short again. And boy, I'm just going to sit.
That's cold.
Look, he wrote it, not me. But I give playmaker an assist in saying, find the lie.
Oh, Lord, back into.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and to the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Hey everybody, Brian Snow here. Want to do some afternoon sports talk with me and be interactive? Also meet some great guests from every walk of life? Then tune in to the Brian Snow Show on CSTV and CSTVnow.com. Weekdays at 2 p.m. Come on aboard and enjoy the ride.
PK Tire Pro is your one-stop on-the-spot auto service headquarters for a complete line of quality tires and auto services. For years, we have provided the Stockton, California area with the latest products and unprecedented services for everything we sell. And for years, our customers have been coming back. Take a look around. If you don't find what you need, visit us in Stockton, California. From the latest and best in tire technology to the services required to keep your vehicle looking good and running great, PK Tire Pros can get you out on the road quickly and at an affordable price. Stop by soon to see why so many people consider PK Tire Pros to be the one-stop shop for all of their tire needs. At PK Tire Pros, our friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service professionals, and affordable prices all come together to make driving out on a new set of tires easy. On top of that, we never tire of tires. Stop by and see us, and you'll be glad you did.
The following is a public service announcement from Wise El Jefe.
Boston.
This has been a public service announcement from Wise El Jefe.
Welcome back to this edition of Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. That is Cole Johnson. I am Brian Snow, the Snowman, fresh off of vacation. Love you guys. Let's go to the Fanatics feedback zone. I think Ryan was the first one in. Good morning, Snow Crew, and we already have a false start. And I playfully blame my dog Lucy because she was wagging her tail at the door and had to let her out. Good morning, all, says Vicala. Ryan McCarthy says Ryan Reynolds was in a group that was one of the finalists to buy the Ottawa Senators. He's got some scratch. Well, wait till they see the scratch.
Yes, he does.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, that soccer franchise is getting a whole ton of scratch. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Victor Locke says, thank you guys once again for listening to my crazy rambling yesterday with the Snowman. Victor, you are very much appreciated, my friend. He also greets Ryan McCoffey, who greets Vicola in return. Good morning to Snowman and the man in charge of Call Sports with a Z. And
good morning, Victor.
You are brilliant on that program, my friend.
Oh, thank you.
If y'all ain't addicted to Cole Sports, then you're missing out. You know, just as Cole paid me the compliment a couple of years ago about this show, I pay him the same on a weekly basis with Cole Sports. And the Hawk TV joins us from the DMV area. He says, good morning. And he says, John Collins' new favorite genre of music is jazz. Yes. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with jazz. Nothing wrong with, listen.
So he's going to love Utah. That's the difference.
my dad got me hooked on classic rock, and he got me hooked on jazz. No matter where you are. It could be in Mormon country. And I visited Salt Lake City on a train trip, and I had jazz bumping in my ear.
Yeah.
So we're good there. All right. 20 after the hour, and we got somebody to welcome.
Now, forgive me not knowing the brother. You got your mic, but I don't know who the hell you are. It's like you're in the broadcasting witness protection program.
All right. We welcome the playmaker, the hardest working man in content creation, Mr. Darnell Sollins. He joins us right now on the Invader Coffee guest line. Good morning, sir. He's
but so playmaker. I was watching the World Series. I was watching the College World Series, and I'd be doggone. I saw 2 football games break out in Omaha. I mean, you should be ashamed. You should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah.
24-4 for Florida to tie the series.
Hmm.
And then LSU said, we're going to pound you into the dirt when it counts.
I mean, you should be ashamed of yourself, man. I mean,
Man,
oh Lord, oh
man,
wow.
you know what?
Mm.
I am going to do something in salute to the national champion LSU Tigers. And congrats to the Tigers. Their first
Yes,
championship since
it's been a minute.
2009.
Yeah, but it's
When
been a
they,
minute. Yeah.
yep,
Hmm.
since 2009 when they beat Texas.
Hmm.
And two of my favorite play-by-play guys, Craig Way for
Hmm.
Texas,
Hmm.
and I can't a guy just it's not the current one. I can't remember. It's not Jim Henderson because he was the voice of the Saints.
Hmm.
I'll I'll remember his name,
Hmm.
but I think the playmaker is with us. Good morning, sir. No?
Playmaker. Are you? Have you resuscitated yourself from last night, sir?
Are you here? Are you with us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Technical
Oh,
difficult. Okay, now we got him. You know what? Let's welcome him the right way. Play the intro again. Let's welcome him
okay.
the right way.
Okay. Well, before we play the intro, yeah, man, I saw two football games break out in the. No, I'll do that. I'll do that afterwards. I'm sorry.
Now, forgive me not knowing the brother. You got your mic black. I don't know who the hell you are. It's like you're in the broadcasting witness protection program.
So the Gators offensive line Sunday night gave up two safeties, and then the Gators defense Monday night gave up two touchdowns and two safeties of their and their offensive line gave up two more safeties. I saw two football games break out in Omaha, and I thought we were watching the College World Series. Now we welcome the man who is the Playmakers blog's own and a whole ton of other content, the hottest content creator I know, Darnell Silence, aka the Playmaker.
Playmaker.
Good morning, Playmaker. How are you doing this morning?
Uh-oh.
How did I get here? Can Friday get here? Oh my gosh.
Well, you know what? I figured you were feeling some sort of way, so I will roll out the red carpet to you now, sir.
Now cook.
Honestly, I don't even have time for a hot seat. I really don't.
Why
It's
not,
just,
man?
eh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Man.
if you just saw my last Facebook post, I mean, I even wrote an article about it. It it's just a
Mhm.
continuation.
Yeah.
I
I
haven't
could,
seen Playmaker have this face since the Rams were eliminated.
that's all you
Eh,
got?
Eh.
That's all.
Wait a
Well, you
minute.
know what? If that's oh, I'm sorry.
Who replaced Playmaker?
No, but that's fine. That's
Who
fine.
replaced our
That's
Playmaker?
fine. That's
What's
fine.
going on
That's
with
fine.
that?
That's I'm so sorry, Playmaker. I know you're down in the dumps and everything is
Yeah.
horrible. I'm
Yeah,
so
man.
sorry, sir. I know it's painful and it feels bad. Just let yourself go, sir.
Let it go, Playmaker. We will sit back and let you let it all out.
I'll be like Teddy Pendergrass. I think I ought to let it go. Come on, now, just let it go.
I mean, what y'all want me to say? Another team from the state of Florida didn't bring home a championship. I mean,
Oh,
what?
well, you mean another team of Florida took? Oh, sorry, you mean another team of Florida took and.
I mean,
Chip moment.
what more do you want from me? Now I got Gator fans here. Need to say you need to be happy they got there.
That's right.
There's no,
That's right.
there's no participation trophies.
That's right. Let it go. Let it go. That's
Let
right.
it out, man. Let it
Let it
out.
go.
The
Go
gymnastics
with it.
team fell short to Oklahoma.
Yeah, let it lie.
But we was fascinated with Trina because she broke the record for perfect tens.
Yes, that's right.
We can be happy for her, but nevertheless, Oklahoma beat us by 0.15.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm
If
so
they,
sorry,
if they had
Playmaker.
any other score, we win. But no.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, Playmaker.
But
you
no.
you had the Miami Hurricanes get to the Final Four before they get ousted by UConn.
But keep going.
Florida Atlantic gets to the Final Four, but they get ousted by San Diego State.
Keep going, brother. You're doing good.
The
Doing
Florida
good.
State softball team, they ran up to the juggernaut of Oklahoma, who won 51 straight games. The Florida Panthers are 8th seed in the NHL playoffs. They get to the Stanley Cup Finals,
That's
and they
right.
get blasted by the Vegas Knights. You got the Miami Heat as an 8th seed in the Eastern Conference. They get to the NBA Finals, and they ran up against the Denver Nuggets.
You're doing good, Playmaker. You going,
And
Playmaker.
now the Florida Gators men's baseball team.
Yeah. They had an impressive performance Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. And then unfortunately, they took an 18-4. Last night.
What's that? What 7-8 teams from the state of Florida who made great postseason runs,
Yes, all of them did. That's right. All of them.
but
Great
yet
postseason runs.
no parade in the state of Florida.
Well, we're giving a parade right now, Playmaker. We're
No
giving them a
parades,
parade.
no celebrations.
We're celebrating them right now, Playmaker.
Well. Let me take that back because I can hear Florida fans right now. The men's track and field team won the national championship.
See, there you go. But I know how you're feeling, though, Playmaker. Who gives a crap about that award?
Was that nationally televised? was that front and center when that happened?
No.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Listen.
Oh. The men's golf team won the national championship.
Oh, that's wonderful, Playmaker. See, you're looking at the bright side of things. But
that
outside
nationally
of Gainesville, who really cares about that, too?
Was that nationally televised?
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Listen.
I should feel good about a track and field championship and a golf championship.
That's right,
But
Playmaker.
when I looked at the 4-letter network religiously, she was advertised a lot when gymnastics season was here.
That's correct.
And she's still being advertised right now.
Yeah, see, Playmaker?
Did she bring home a national championship? Did she bring home a national championship?
Oh, did she bring home a national championship? That would be
That would be a no.
When the Final Four was going on, and I was on this program saying South Florida's going bananas because they got two teams in the Final Four.
Final Four. Right?
Yep.
That's right, sir.
Did either one of them make it? Did either one of them bring home a championship?
That's enough.
Florida State. Well, Florida State actually get a pass because you ran up to a bus, so that was open.
Yeah, you're right though, but they still get
I mean, when you placing the team that won 51 games,
no question. No question. Yeah. They're one of the best teams going. Period. No matter the sport.
Panthers shocked everybody. They took down the President's Cup winner.
That's how they started the playoff run.
They got lucky. Really? Well, they took care of Montreal in the next round. Oh, ain't nobody going. It's Carolina's. It's Carolina's to lose. What did they do to Carolina?
That's Toronto.
And Carolina
and
lost.
Then the Vegas Knights happened.
Playmaker. Yeah, the Panthers took care of the Maple Leafs, not the Canadiens. I'm sorry. Good. Continue, sir.
They surprisingly they beat the brace off Carolina.
Bitch, are you for real?
But we don't do participation awards here. So when they got to the Stanley Cup Finals, they ran into Vegas. Miami Heat, who were 12 minutes away from not even making the playoffs.
That's correct.
But made the playoffs.
They did.
Got some luck. Got some lucky because some injuries did happen. 1-2 Yannis.
Man, that doesn't matter. The injuries happen. That's
how it happens. All
injuries happen.
They renewed an old robbery with the New York Knicks. Took care of that.
Yes, they did.
And they survived the first ever collapse.
Yes, they avoided. They evaded history. Yes.
But then you ran into the best team in the Western Conference. Where I'm at right now, 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then the Florida Gators.
Bitch, please.
Who ran their way all the way to the College World Series?
What?
And then I'm not even gonna say a team. I'm just gonna say a person.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan Cruz happened.
What?
Best player.
Why do you say
college
Dylan
baseball.
Cruz? Because if you remember Game 1,
Uh-huh.
Game 1 went to Extra Innings.
Sure did.
That's right. Game 1 with the extra.
And if it wasn't for Dylan Cruz
One with Dylan Cruz
on that freaking side of the field,
on that side of the field,
Florida would have won Game 1.
Florida would have won Game 1. However,
But he makes the catch, a leaping catch at that,
yes, he did.
to preserve LSU, and they took it.
And Florida,
Then we bust out in
Game
Game
1
2.
took it.
Then
Yes,
we
sir.
get to
Go.
Game 2, man. And in the Game 2, and if y'all don't believe me, you can ask Coca-Cola was following my Facebook posts.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Couldn't believe it. Yeah,
And
I'm sure.
now-
I'm sure.
now,
Gainesville was
correct me
like
if I'm
this.
wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I
sir.
did post somewhere in there like, can we say some of this for Game 3, please?
You did.
Yes, you did. Yes, you
And
did.
I know Gainesville was like this. And now a selection from the Wonder Bread Choir entitled "The Tigers Are Kitty Cats."
And now a backup selection from the Wonder Bread Choir entitled "Don't Believe the Hype."
And I'm pretty sure Snowman and Cole, when social media was perusing them, they saw posters like, no, run it up. Let them know. Run it up. I'm like, no, can y'all say some of this for the next game? There's a Game 3 to be played here.
No comment.
Mm.
To the fact of a 24-4 beating in Game 2.
Mm.
The
Mm.
problem
A little
is,
pootie tank- a little pootie tank, please, to demonstrate what Florida did to LSU in Game
Oh
2.
yes, I did. Yes, yeah. that high.
Unfortunately, is a game 3 to be played.
Let's beat the dust off that. Go ahead, sir.
Jumped out to a 2-0 lead.
See, promising start. Promising
And-
start.
And then the
Then the
LSU
second
Tigers
inning
whipped off 10 straight.
6 of them came in that second inning when they only got 4 hits, and 2 of the runs were walked in.
It just wasn't the Gators' night. I'm so sorry, Playmaker. I feel for you, sir. From the bottom of my heart, I feel for you.
Like I said in my article, matter of fact, the title says it all. Florida is the Sports Central in 2023, but no championship with it.
Florida's doing mighty fine. They're doing mighty fine. But yes, because how your Floridian teams have been doing all this past year, many in your beloved state are saying often.
I just gave you about 7 different teams in
Yes.
different sports.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
No UCF?
That have been in championship or deep postseason runs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And all
That's
of them
correct.
fell short. Only national stage.
All of them fell short. I'm so sorry.
Listen
sir.
to the words. I said national stage.
Yep.
National stage.
How many of us knew the Florida Gators men's won track and field? How many of us knew the Florida men's golf team won the national championship? But who had the spotlight been on? Florida gymnastics. They took them.
Woosah. Let it go. Feel the pain. Let it just seep all out of your body. Don't feel that poison. Get rid of it.
I've been got rid of it.
It has no place inside you. Just get rid of that pain.
Mr. Coach,
Woosah.
I've been got rid of it because it was a Monday night, so that means I got to watch Monday Night Raw instead.
Oh, well then, in that case.
Matter of fact,
Do that again.
You said you saw Monday Night Raw, so in that case.
once it got to 10-2, you know, I said, I'm gonna cut this off. I'm gonna put CSI New York on that TV, and I'm gonna continue watching Monday Night Raw.
One more time.
So I guess you just got sick of seeing
You fool!
those Gators because they took a nasty 18-4 championship clinching. Another Floridian team. Another.
You know, hey, if some of my Gator fans want to come at me, go for it, because guess what? I can get sarcastic back with you. But I'm speaking facts here.
That's all he does, and we love it.
So guess what? I'm gonna be in this hot seat with y'all. So, and then we're gonna get to football season, and then that's when all hell's gonna break loose. Because what team in Florida is going to do anything worthy?
Well, it
Even
looks like
with
you have
that-
to pin
not
your
even with
team.
that
It looks like you have to pin all your hopes on the team in the city and the county which you reside. Duval.
Looking at that schedule, good luck.
Oh, I agree. I 100% agree with you, sir.
Same.
But that's it. Get me out the hot seat. I'm done.
This seat is brought to you by Nurse Namastasia's Incense. For those times you have the blues after your teams lose, trust Nurse Namastasia's Incense. Now available in Florida Fuchsia.
What is Florida Fuchsia, Ryan?
Don't ask him that question. He'll come up with an answer.
All right. So now that we got that
Do
out
I
the way,
hear
'cause I-
meditation music? Yes, you did.
now that we got that out of the way, because I knew Cole was going to jump right into it. I already knew it.
What? What did I do,
Shut up.
Playmaker?
I knew exactly what
Shut
you was
up.
going to do when I came on.
Just
I just
I
wanted
knew
you.
exactly what was coming.
I just
Oh.
wanted you to purge of those emotions. I didn't want you to be, I didn't want you to be going out into town and be all angry and frustrated and flustered because you felt the urge that the Gators were going to be College World Series champs, and they came up short one game. I didn't want you to just go amp on somebody. That's all.
then I had Cole. My follow-up question is the following.
Why the you lying? Why you always lying?
And I say this to you also, Cole.
You fool!
That's why I said, Cole,
and
man,
whoever believes.
I
listen,
beat Cole to the punch. I said,
yeah, you did.
Say
Yeah,
anything.
you did. Yeah, you did.
Oh, but I still got it
Again,
though.
I asked again.
I knew
asked
you was
Cole-
coming. I was like, let me go ahead and get it out the way first. Don't you say anything, because I
And so yeah. Last night, Playmaker in the midst of LSU just drubbing Florida, he says, "Don't in caps, don't say anything." And of course,
Of course,
and I
you
already
took full
checked.
advantage of it.
Yeah, I already checked the score. I think by that time it was like 14-3, and so I was like,
And of course, you took full. Of course
"Oh
you
yes,
took
I
full
did.
Advantage of it.
Yeah, I did. That's it. I wanted to make Playmaker feel good. I wanted him to feel really good. Yeah, so I said to him, "Quote." I said, "Wow, man, you won't believe this, man, but it's like another football game broke on Norman Hall. Yeah, your Gators defense gave up 2 touchdowns." Close quote.
Wanted to make him feel good.
Why the you lying? Why you always lying?
And so he gives me the from South Park a Cartman meme that says "I hate you." I knew my job was done.
See, and when you said you wanted to make Playmaker feel good when you trolled him, I mean responded to him.
Yes.
I know Playmaker just simply said in his head.
I don't remember asking you a thing.
Yeah, I'm sure you said that.
And on top of that, and of course the South Florida fans, they're just thinking.
I'm getting too old for this.
A break, and when we come back, more with the Playmaker, and we got more stuff for you. Back in the deuce.
Oh my, that wonderful job, Playmaker. And remember, woosah.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Hey everybody, Brian Snow here. Want to do some afternoon sports talk with me and be interactive? Also meet some great guests from every walk of life? Then tune in to the Brian Snow Show on CSTV and CSTVnow.com. Weekdays at 2 p.m. Come on aboard and enjoy the ride.
PK Tire Pro is your one-stop on-the-spot auto service headquarters for a complete line of quality tires and auto services. For years, we have provided the Stockton, California area with the latest products and unprecedented services for everything we sell. And for years, our customers have been coming back. Take a look around. If you don't find what you need, visit us in Stockton, California. From the latest and best in tire technology to the services required to keep your vehicle looking good and running great, PK Tire Pros can get you out on the road quickly and at an affordable price. Stop by soon to see why so many people consider PK Tire Pros to be the one-stop shop for all of their tire needs. At PK Tire Pros, our friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service professionals, and affordable prices all come together to make driving out on a new set of tires easy. On top of that, we never tire of tires. Stop by and see us, and you'll be glad you did.
Because we take this job so serious.
I'm sorry. I did that all wrong. I did that all wrong. My bad.
Do it right, will you?
Oh, God. Brother guest, I'm so glad, Ryan, that you here on Coffee with McCarthy. I love you.
Oh, Lord, you beat me to it. What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
Oh man, we are back and Playmaker is finished going off and I'm about to start going off.
No, don't you start going off yet. I got to welcome you back to your show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You was
After this-
gone. And I filled in for 3 of the days.
You did. And I thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Surprisingly, I was able to come on Thursday
Why surprisingly?
because I didn't know how my schedule was going to look. And the schedule came out. I was like, oh, I can do Thursday.
Why am I hearing meditation music?
I don't know
Or is
why.
it- Playmaker, do you have meditation music on?
No.
Okay.
Ain't nothing playing.
I don't do
Oh, okay. I know where it is now. Ah, Lordy.
Oh, Lord, so you mean tell me I might have to play this again? Okay.
No. No.
I won't be here for that one.
Sure you will. No,
No,
I'm
I
just
won't.
kidding. Okay. Because at the top of next hour, we talk some NBA free agents, and I'm going in on a couple of them. And Cole, you already know who one of them is.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do.
He's a free agent. Why?
You
All right, Mr.
actually
Rob.
have to ask that question.
We're going to have fun with that.
He's a free agent. I mean,
Mhm.
he's free.
You actually have to ask that question, sir.
It's who are we talking about? Never mind. We'll explain at the top of the second hour. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Mr. Rob Manfred,
Really?
sit down.
Since I already had my turn with him, I think it's now yours. Give me this camera.
Yeah, give me this camera. In a sit-down interview with Time magazine last month, Manfred said there are some decisions over his 8-year reign that he'd like to have back.
Mm-hmm.
You think?
Yeah.
Starting with the time he referred to the Commissioner's Trophy as a
quote
piece of metal.
Close quote. The beloved commissioner of the sport.
In trying to explain why MLB didn't need to take away the Astros 2017 title, he also said,
quote,
I mean, if I could take back the rather flip comment I made about the World Series trophy at one time, I'd take that one back. There have been times, particularly in times of pressure, when I look back, taking a little more time might have led to a different outcome.
Close quote.
And now a selection from the Wonder Bread Choir entitled, You Stupid Fool. Give me this button. I to all of that I say,
No.
Rob Manfred, you stupid f***ing idiot. It happened. The Astros got punished, and then they turn around 5 years later and they win another World Series title, and you can't do a damn thing about it.
That's right.
And what pisses you off the most, sir, is the fact that the Astros came within 27 outs of reaching the World Series in 2020, the COVID season, after being down 3-0 to the Tampa Bay Rays.
Mm-hmm.
With a losing record, mind you. The Astros were 29-31 heading into the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
You know what gets on your nerves, Rob Manfred? The fact that the Houston Astros are the world champions. Matter of fact, let me say this complete sentence. What gets on your nerves, Rob Manfred, is the fact that the Houston Astros, yes, the Houston Astros, have 2 pieces of metal.
What?
2 championships.
What?
That they won on the field.
What?
One in Los Angeles.
What?
And one at home.
What?
Another thing that gets on your nerves, Mr. Manfred.
Too bad they need 3.
Yeah, it should have been 3. 2019.
Don't remind me.
Look, I was looking forward to that too. But
how dare you?
Never mind, I'll explain later. Listen, Rob, you messed up.
Well,
and they messed up by voting you commissioner. Oh, did I say that aloud?
Well,
Can I get the praise dance for that comment from Playmaker, please? You see that one lady in the front row that was barely moving? That's Rob Manfred right now after what he said.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's like Adam Silver is the most competent commissioner at all the major sports.
I'll touch on that later in the week.
But somehow the other two, I don't know what's going on with the other two.
Well,
So I realized that I think, even though it's not advertised, Right. There has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it. It's like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Aminos, dominos, vamonos. Stupid university. Where everyone graduates. Magna cum stupid.
And that's Rob Manfred right now. You just take the magna cum off of that, and you just got plain stupid.
Oh,
You
wow.
have just plain stupid because he doesn't want to recognize the Houston Astros as world champions. You know, you would think he would just act like Teddy Pendergrass and let it go because the punishments have been handed down. And on top of that, after 2017, let's see, 18 League Championship Series, 19 World Series appearance, 20 League Championship Series appearance, 21 World Series appearance, 22 World Series champions. And this is all after the scandal of 2017 and the Astros got zapped.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you think would happen after 2017? That the Astros would just fall apart? You stupid idiot. No, give me, what's that clip? What are those two words I often say?
Oh, this one.
You fool!
Yeah, get ready to repeat that when I say the following statements. You actually thought the Astros would fall off?
You fool!
You actually thought the Astros would just collapse?
You fool!
You actually thought the Astros would just fall to the wayside like they did in 2016 after appearance in the playoffs in 2015 against the eventual world champion Kansas City Royals?
You fool!
Except for 2016, beginning in 2015, and my insider Cole Johnson will confirm this for me, the Astros made the playoffs every single year.
That is correct.
I'm going
They were
to say
They were under 500 in 2016, but since 2017, let's see. Let me go through this list again, and Cole will confirm it for me. 2017 World Champions, 2018 LCS against Boston,
That's
2019
correct.
World Series appearance against Washington,
That's correct.
2020 LCS appearance against Tampa Bay, 21 World Series against Atlanta.
That's correct.
And 22, they won it all against Philadelphia.
That's correct.
I'm going to hate to say this.
What playmaker?
But you know what this Houston Astro team resembles?
What's
with
that?
everything that's been going on.
What's
they
that?
got them the New England Patriots.
Yeah,
Spygate happened, and yet nobody still could figure out how to stop the New England Patriots. They just kept on winning. Well, the Astros, they was caught cheating, and yet they still find ways to get to the World Series.
3 of them, as a matter of fact.
Playmaker for that take.
You're fired.
3 of them, to be exact.
Wow.
3 World Series appearances. After they got busted cheating, they made not 1, not 2, but 3 World Series appearances. And the recent one resulted in a title in 6 games against Philadelphia. Thank you, Yordan Alvarez.
Yes.
You know,
What a
you know, I have something for Mr. Manfred. Because, first of all, that take of yours, Rob Manfred, is a colossal, craptacular, spectacular and a good morning to Tom O'Boyle, one of the men in charge of CSTV, and to our West Coast audience, good morning to you. You know, Rob Manfred, I think you saw all of your hopes go out the window this past October when Yordan Alvarez did this.
0-1. And Alvarez belts it deep to right field.
Kiss it goodbye.
Unbelievable! The Astros a walk-off win. Yordan Alvarez a walk-off 3-run homer, and the Astros stun the Mariners in Game 1 of the division series. Incredible!
The House of Horrors for the Seattle Mariners continues as they mob Alvarez by home plate.
I disagree. I think what took the breath away is when Cole's Houston Astros smacked the Yankees.
Oh, no.
Oh, you mean when the Yankees got swept?
Because if the Yankees wouldn't have got swept,
but they did.
Everybody would have been glued because it's the Yankees.
I wouldn't have. I don't care about the Yankees. Matter of fact, give me this button. The Yankees. I'm sorry.
Well, you can say that, but we all know how people in sports are.
Yeah. Let me say that.
When they beat the brakes off the Yankees, that was the end.
No, the end was. I will play it again. The end was this right here.
1. And Alvarez belts it deep to right field. Kiss it goodbye. Unbelievable. The Astros a walk-off win. Yordan Alvarez a walk-off 3-run homer, and the Astros stun the Mariners in Game 1 of the division series. Incredible.
Yeah.
Why am I saying that was
75 Mariners, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. Yeah.
Why was that the end for me? Why was that the end in my opinion? Because had Yordan Alvarez not hit that home run, we would be having a different conversation, because Seattle is a young up-and-coming team, and they stomped Houston for 8.5 innings. Unfortunately, Scott Service made a colossal mistake in bringing in Robbie Ray, which took out Rob Manfred's dream of the Yankees reaching the World Series. So Rob Manfred, shut the hell up and give the Astros their props, will you please? Now beat it. Back in 3 minutes with hour 2.
All right, playmaker. See you, brother.
See you.
Thank you, brother.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
If you talk and they will hear you.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how. And we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. Not just one time, but every chance we get. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids not only need to know the dangers and how to avoid them, they need to hear it often from you. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids and guide them through the challenges of growing up safe and healthy. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
So talk, they hear you. You can do it if you try.
He was only 58 years old when he passed away. That outcome could have been different.
Colorado happens to be one of the worst states for radon levels.
It's in our ground, and it seeps up.
The more you breathe radon, the more chance you have of DNA being hit and the cell mutated. The EPA estimates 22,000 lung cancer deaths a year caused by radon.
We all make choices. When it comes to alcohol, kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, have a seat for a second. Remind me about that party again?
Alex is just...
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. They want guidance and honest answers to their questions. And it makes a difference when the message is consistent and part of everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Time for hour 2 of this spectacular. Ryan McCoffey now joins us this morning.
That's what you need to do to beat Josh Allen. You need to make him uncomfortable.
Hour 2, time for some Spivey notes. And here's Jay.
Well, I know he's only in his 3rd year, but they're just wasting Justin Herbert.
Hour 2,
the hardest working content creator I know, the playmaker.
Hey, LeBron James, the greatest scorer of all time. Hey.
Hour 2,
the one, the only Christopher Dietz.
They rewarded Ohio State for not playing, and they punished USC for playing.
Hour 2, Sam Shady.
Oh, man. It's been a roller coaster ride if you were a Philadelphia Stars fan.
Hour 2, that's Big Ben, the man in charge of the BS3 network.
And if I see Kurt 2 Chainz Cousins out.
Hour 2, Chris Bay's joining us.
Oh my God! Oh, this game! Oh, way to go, Sammy!
Hour 2, was El.
Oh man, I thought I missed it.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Time for hour 2 of this spectacular, and it starts right now.
Hour number 2 of Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson is underway with Brian Snow. I am Cole Johnson, and we're going to brush aside your hot takes on the NBA's free agents just for a quick moment. We have a mutual friend we had to discuss a business. It'll take about maybe 15 minutes or so. And he goes by this name.
The following is a public service announcement from David 3000.
Yankees suck.
This has been a public service announcement from David 3000.
We now
that's the only way we can welcome him. Here he is, David St. Dennis, joining us, and he'll join us every Tuesday at the top of hour 2. What's up, my man?
Doing well, Snowman. How about you?
Doing good.
Doing good. What's on your mind this morning, my friend? What you got for us?
Well, by the way, I did said the
yes
for the link to Jason, and it's right here. Yep, here he is.
Good morning.
And
what's this guy?
Yes. Thing.
Mr. Daniel.
How's everybody today?
We're good.
Doing
How are
good.
you, my friend?
Oh.
I got a question. I got
a little bit of an echo.
Jason. I got a question for Jason. And the question goes like this.
Okay.
What the hell happened to you last night?
What happened? Like all their games, they're falling apart. Disaster, man. That's pretty much it.
I mean, they were up 1-0, and I went to bed. I went to bed, and the next thing I know, I see a message saying, "Oh my God, Mets choked again."
No, wow. That Mets choked again.
I saw a message that says, Mets choked again. What?
I hear echo.
Yeah, I hear that. I think it's on Jason's end. I believe there's an echo on Jason's end.
Yeah.
We'll fix the technical stuff.
Yeah.
While we talk about this, Jason, I will leave this to you. We're gonna step out of the way. Give you the camera for your Mets report. Go.
Well, thank you very much there, Brian. I appreciate it. Well, the Mets sitting now at 35-43, 8 games under 500, 8.5 back of a wild card spot, and 16 games back of the division. I mean, this is kind of like, what are we doing to deserve this? Okay, all this money was spent on this team. The pitching stinks. The offense can't come through, and it's like lackluster performance night in and night out. And if you guys have been watching, literally everybody else who commentaries on the Mets, that's Wardy and the Queens Quarters guys and all those people, they'll tell you straight out that it's kind of like, why are we even reporting anything new? These guys are playing with the same mentality they've been playing with since the beginning of the month. They just have no heart right now. And I don't know what's going through their minds. But they haven't won a series since May 31st. So a month is almost coming since the last time that they actually won a series against a specific team, and it was against the Phillies. But right now, they've been just getting tranced upon by the Braves and anybody else coming their way. And right now, the Braves, I'll tell you, I hate to say it, but the Braves could win the division, if not will win the division, because they've already hit 51 games already, and it's not even All-Star break yet. So
Is it even close?
No, it's not even close. You got 16-game difference, and the Nationals are pulling up. They've won 30 games. They're 5 games back of the Mets for the bottom of the cellar. Let's put it that way. Bottom of the cellar.
What can you say, Jason, that's contributed is the main contributing factor to this Mets collapse?
It goes all the way back to when Scherzer got that 10-game suspension. That's when they lost That's when they lost all of their spunk, because before that, prior to that 10-game suspension, prior to that incident, that one chain of reaction, the incident was the downfall, and that happened back in May. And from then on, everything just went against the Mets. All the calls, strikes, the umpires. You got the Braves going after them, knocking Alonso out for 3 to 4 weeks. He's not on the home run leader anymore. Yeah, he's got 23 home runs, but he is not the leader in the home run category like he was prior to getting hurt. So there are just some major enemy teams out there that just literally want to take the Mets and put them out of commission. And it's like a target on us.
I hit the button too early. I'm sorry about that. Let me ask you this. You mentioned the 10-game suspension of Max Scherzer, and pointing to that, it seems like one of the biggest things that have contributed to the downfall of the Mets. Let me push back against that offensively. And my question to you is, where the hell has Pete Alonso been?
Well, despite the fact that he was out for 3 to 4 weeks with a bruised hand because that pitcher hit him, other than that, he's trying to get his spunk back. He has been productive since he's come back, but literally, it seems like he and Tommy Pham are like one of the two guys that are literally stepping up there. Even Alvarez, who they got from AAA to come in as a catcher, he was hot hand good, and now he's cold. And then they trade Eduardo Escobar, and they send him to the Angels. The guy goes out there, and they score 25 runs against the Rockies. I don't know if he was playing in that game, but if he was, he had some contribution to it. I don't know what it is about. I'm just wondering if it's so tough for any baseball player to play in New York that when they get out of New York, it's like a weight is lifted off of them, and they go out and have a stellar year with fantastic numbers after they leave the Mets organization and say, "Man, what the heck was I doing over there?" I don't know.
Jason DeCanio and David St. Dennis join us from the David 3000 Network, talking all things Mets. While we got a few minutes, Jason, besides Justin Verlander, who pitched good last night but not good enough, who on that pitching staff needs? Well, you know what? You mentioned. Let me backtrack a little bit. You mentioned the suspension of Justin Verlander. You know what else contributed to this downfall? Before the season even began, they lost their closer, Edwin Diaz, to an injury in the World Baseball Classic. Why don't you talk about how big that impact has been?
Well, that was a very big hit to us as well, and especially the first 2 weeks into the series, and to find out that he's not coming back till next year is a heartbreaking one, because everybody was expecting Edwin Diaz to really be the dominant closer that we expected from last year, but because of that injury,
big blow.
That really hurt it. I could tell you all the Mets Facebook pages, all the group pages were just talking like, we'll miss you, we wish you a speedy recovery, but it's just not going to be the same. And sure enough, as the season has progressed, already 3 months in, we have seen the downfall already take place. Now, of course, we have a second half. Maybe they'll get on a streak, but it's got to start somewhere, and it has to be consistent baseball. And if we're just watching them consistently make errors and just flop baseballs all over the place, and then the bullpen just cannot hold on to a lead, no lead is safe. Actually, you could score 6, 7, 8 runs and still lose 10-9 or 9-8 or 7. Any of that. It's just.
Let me go back 3 years. Let me go back 3 years to 4 years to 2019. We're in September, and you said it best. Even with Edwin Diaz, no lead is safe. I remember September 3rd, the Mets led 10-4 in Washington, and then the ninth inning happened where they surrendered 7 runs, including a walk-off to, I believe, Kurt Suzuki. And even though the Mets made the playoffs last year, you think even going back that far to that game has played a factor in the Mets' downfall, even with the playoff appearance last year?
I consider anything like that, to be a downfall, but sometimes you could just shake it off and be able to go into the next year with high hopes. I mean, some players don't like to dwell on the fact that they've had situations happen to them. I mean, you say that we was down 10-4, but remember that Philadelphia game that we was down 7-1 and we won 8-7. We scored 7 runs in the ninth, so the tables were turned. There are situations of baseball is a very interesting sport, and it's very unpredictable, and you just don't know what you're going to get yourself into. But we can predict right now, we Mets fans can honestly say that there is just not any consistency right now, and the 8 games under 500, the consistent losses, what is going on? We all have a big question mark. What is going to happen next?
Jason DeCanio and David 3000 joining us as we have our weekly Mets report. They'll join us every Tuesday at the top of hour 2. Jason, well done, my friend. Well done. Thank you very much for joining us. We truly appreciate you, and we'll talk to you in a week.
Thank you very much, Cole and Brian. We'll see you. Hopefully come on the DMS 3000 News Live show. We'd love to have you.
All right, we'll work it out. Thanks, partner.
Thank you.
See ya, Jason.
Jason DeCanio joining us here, and we will pause for a quick break. And when we come back, we are going to talk free agents with David 3000, because not only he's going to offer his thoughts, I'm certainly going to offer mine. Back in the deuce.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
I don't want to grow up. I'm basically a man-child. 2005 Burning Man. I put a single Mitsubishi 170-watt panel on the roof of my F-250, and I killed the batteries within like 15 minutes of the first time turning them on. So that's when I first got into solar. I was blown away. by the customer service at Battleborn.
We want them to be happy with our product because in the long run, they're the ones who are out there using it.
When you used to buy something American, like a car, something you knew was built really well, that's what I think of with Battleborn.
Hey, y'all, Snowman here. Catch me, Cole Johnson, Wise El Jefe, and the usual cast of characters as we bring it to you every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern.
10 a.m.
Called Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. And it's right here on CSTV and CSTVNow.com. Join us, won't you?
So he claimed to have owned 13 different properties.
That was a lie.
Guess how many he does own? 0.
I should be asking, was this election rigged?
Not the 2021, but the 2022.
No, this election, I should be asked. I think everybody in that district should be asking, did we really vote for this dude? Did we really vote for him? I don't remember voting for him. Did you remember voting for him? Nah, do you? I really think y'all need to check this out. Y'all need to investigate this because how y'all vote him in? It's criminal. It's criminal. This is criminal.
You know his mother died as a result of 9/11, right?
That was a lie.
Well, this week you'll get a double play. That's right. You'll find out about Babyface and Anita Baker, Black Lives Matter, Ocean Gate, and other things. Tune in to Mentality on the Comey Media Incorporated and the Real Eyes TV YouTube channels. And if you want to catch the television replay, do so Thursdays, 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central on the BS3 Network via Roku TV. We thank you for your support, and we also thank Snowman Multimedia for theirs as well.
Double play my ass. That's a grand slam.
I was going to say
this one.
I was going to say you should update that from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. at some point.
I'm gonna do that after I sign off.
Yes.
After I sign off, I'm gonna update all of that. I'm glad I had a cup of coffee. I know I'm gonna need a second one for all the edits I need to do. Okay. NBA free agency is pending. It begins Friday, and once again, Kyrita Herbal Tea, Kyrita Pinkett Smith, the woke people's champion, the rebel without a pause, Uncle AWOL,
The crud?
the crybaby Irving,
Oh my gosh.
is a free agent, and someone asked the perfect question: why?
Do we care?
Perfect.
I'm sorry.
Do we actually give 2/5 of a half of a flying damn about?
Well, I'm see. Considering I don't really care, you don't either, and David is a Celtics fan, I would think Bishop Boo.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
I should want to park it there. All right, David. It's been rumored that Kyrie wants to go back to Boston. Your thoughts, sir?
No. Stop. Bishop Bullwinkle, your thoughts first.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
All right,
Now,
David.
take it away.
Well,
Give him the
if
camera.
Kyrie Irving wants to come back to Boston, I don't know if that would be the right fit for him to come back to Boston, but if he does, he needs to contribute. Because if he wants to come back to Boston, it's not an easy place to play. I can tell you that because, the Boston media will get you in a heartbeat when you do something wrong. So if he's going to come to Boston for the Celtics, all I'm gonna say is, good luck if you want to come back to Boston. That'd be great, but you'll have to. This is actually my first time hearing about this news, but only time will tell. That's all I have to say.
Look at you being all diplomatic.
Not
Because if
for,
I was, because
not
if
for
I were,
long.
because if I were a Celtics fan, and I would hear, "Oh, Kyrie wants to come back to Boston,"
I have
be
a
the only
better,
response I would have.
I
The
have
the
a
only
better answer.
the biggest problem with that is how would he fit
It's
on this
Kyrie.
team? Yeah, how would he fit on
That's
this
what I was
team?
saying.
He
Yeah,
wouldn't fit. He wouldn't fit on
yeah.
the team. And
How would you? Because
If I were a Bostonian and a Celtic fan hearing that, my two responses would be,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
and
I mean, because the greatest attribute he has is scoring. You don't need that with
that's his attribute.
well, come on. Is he? I'll go down the list. Is he an assist guy?
No.
And he's a point guard. Is he a rebound? Is he? Is he? Is he a rebound guy?
Hell no.
Is he a steals guy? Is he a block shots guy? So the greatest attribute he has is points, but between Porzingis, Brown, and Tatum,
Where's he fit?
what use of points would they need with him?
Okay. I do this. Okay, Cole. I do this very playfully. Kyrie's greatest attribute is scoring.
That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous. How dare you? How dare you say such a thing?
Unfortunately, it isn't blasphemous though.
I
But
know.
yes,
I know. I mean that very playfully. You know. I mean that playfully.
Now, if he were to tailor his game and actually be more of a playmaker, maybe. Maybe. But do I? But do I?
To come to
But
Boston and do a lot of this on the court. That's what he wants to do.
no light can be found. I mean, but do any of you, even in the chat, do any of us think that Kyrie would actually sacrifice wanting to be the number one option scoring to be a playmaker, much like how Marcus Smart did in being a part of the Celtics before he got traded?
Thank you.
If he's coming back to Boston, he will be my favorite player because Jason Tatum is my favorite player on the team. He's one of the best players on the court. Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
And plus, Tatum and Brown have had experience dealing with Kyrie.
They have.
I don't think they want to deal with him again. No.
And they don't want to deal with. They don't want to deal with that. Like what I say. Ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody has time for that.
Exactly, Shane, and that's my point right there. Tatum, Brown, Porzingis, that trio will get you 80% of the points per game. Kyrie doesn't have a fit there.
That's why I said. I don't know if it'll be the right fit for him because if he wants to come back to Boston, he needs to deal with the media. Number one.
Well, okay. Him dealing with the media. Let me see if I could put this in the right way. The way he would deal with the media. It's like Aaron Rodgers going on that darkness retreat.
Oh dear God.
It's absolutely pointless.
Don't you ever in life bring that name up to me? Well, I can't say don't bring that name up to me again because he's playing with the New York Jets now. Good.
And we're going to be hearing that name ad nauseum from August on to January.
All season long. I mean,
yes.
he was talked about all of season long within the six.
Oh Lord.
Right.
Okay. Let's move on. What are some other?
But before we continue, Victor says Boston has a selection from the Wonder Bread Choir entitled "Lady, You Crazy."
Can we play the extended version of that, please?
Oh Lord.
That's the
Let's
extended
move
version of
on.
that for those of you who don't know.
Let's move on back to the Red Sox and my take on them because Snowman here took the series from us, but I'll give him props for that for the White Sox for being able to do that.
Yep.
Um,
Luis Robert terrorized the Red Sox last weekend. Terrorized them.
yeah, you did. Um, if everybody thinks this season is over, you haven't watched baseball because there's been teams like the Nationals back in 2019 when they had a bad start
True.
like this and went to the World Series. So,
Don't remind me.
oh, I'm sorry, but anyway, so
Are you trying to say something, Cole? No, I'm kidding.
No, not a thing.
So with the Red Sox right now, we are in a bumpy road. If I take a look on how many series, we have won since the Yankees, because basically the series we have been winning is the Yankees, which you know why? Because Aaron Judge will be most likely be out for the season because of his big toe.
Are you
PSA,
sure
please?
he'll be out for the season, though? I know he's going to be
I
out for
said
a extended
possibly.
period of time. Okay.
I said possibly out for the season.
Mm.
So we swept the Yankees, and then we went to the Twins, lost that series, and well, actually we split that series, and then we came to Chicago, and then we lost that series, which we haven't lost our series since the Rockies, and I believe uh, Cleveland before that. So we take 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. We are a 500 ball club right now, and our pitching and it's a little bit sloppy right now. I'll tell you that it's a little bit sloppy, and plus we have to have an opener now because not only because of Chris Sale being hurt until August or so, but also because of Tanner Hawk getting hit in the face.
Ouch.
So yeah, against the Yankees. So I'm not quite too sure what's going to happen for the rest of this first half here. We're playing Miami next, who are a pretty good ball club. And then we have the dangerous Toronto team, which they're struggling in the but they're still getting up there with one of the most offensive teams out there. So I don't know. I don't see us with us being way down in the East right now because the Rays they already won the division. I mean, yes, Baltimore is right behind, almost right behind them, but I mean, if you look at what the Rays have been doing all the season, they're 54-27. I mean, that's ridiculous. So, and they're playing 667% of ball, and the only team has a chance to pass them if the Rays don't. Which Snowman, you told me, I heard you say before, the Rays might saw off later on in the season. Baltimore could do just that of passing them because the Baltimore is also a very good ball club as well. So they're 4 point games back, but the Red Sox they are 13 games back. They're at home, they're 21-18, away 19-21. Out of the last 10, they're 6-4. So we're still a little bit over 500. I am pleased with that. Not as we're a 500 ball club. I am good with that because it's not a successful season. I mean, yes, about a successful season. We want to go to the playoffs, but with being under 500 again, I don't want to see that happen because that was us last year, and I don't want that to happen again. So, at coming to trade deadline, Hein Bloom needs to get cooking for the trade deadline. If he doesn't, the Red Sox season is pretty much over because the pitching right now is dropping. We need to have an opener for how many of days because of Tanner Hawk and Chris Sale out. Nick Pivetta is in the bullpen. The only pitcher right now is really on a roll right now is Brian Bello, which he is a great pitcher right now, who's starting pitcher, and he's our ace right now until Chris Sale comes back.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, guys. I don't know what your guys' thoughts. Could the Red Sox bounce back and be, come back from last place because we're 40 and 39, and Toronto is 43 and 36. But they're, people saying the Blue Jays can still be good. But with the Red Sox, they're in last place and they're only 3 games back behind them. So the question of the day for you guys is: will the Red Sox finish the season not in last place?
Yeah.
Here's the benefit of where the Red Sox are now. You basically now you might as I think every team other than maybe the Rays in the division probably have to think this way. You all are now in your playoff run. And if
you're in your wild card pursuit now.
You're in your wild card pursuit and in the playoff run now, because basically when you're going to play the other, besides the Rays, when you play the other three teams in your division, it's going to be jockeying for a position. So, you all stand a really good chance of having everybody in the AL East make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And if that is the case, then tip the cap to the division being as stern and tough as it is, because you'd be basically beating each other up, but also at the same time you'll be beating everybody else outside of the division.
Yeah.
So, so I think, and you mentioned the Nationals in 2019. You can also mention the Phillies in 2022 because they basically were like, and then all of a sudden they came on strong in September, and then they just put the pedal to the metal in October and went to the World Series.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't say the Red Sox are finished. I would say, plan for the wild card, and if the Rays happen to slip, then maybe you could challenge for the AL East title. But
that's
a huge, big, gigantic if.
That's a gigantic if. David St. Dennis joining us. As he will every Tuesday with his take on the Red Sox and other takes.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're 3 games back in the wild card behind the Angels, and so
Angels and Astros are going to be the only other competition you all will have for playoff positioning in the wild card rounds.
Yeah. I mean, with the Angels, I don't know if they will be going to the post. There are only 3 wild card teams, by the way, folks, and with the Angels, I don't know if they will be going to the postseason because they just lost the series to the Rockies, and I just don't know if they're, because we haven't seen them in the playoffs in a decade, so you might be saying, "Oh, this could be our year of going to the playoffs. You have to make it to the playoffs because Otani's going to be a free agent." But the thing is, though, there's a second half for a reason, and they could make it to playoffs, but the AL West is also a tough division because the Rangers are up there. They're 47 and 31, and with the Astros, they're gonna go to the postseason as well. So it's tricky,
Yeah, it is.
It is. Yeah.
David St. Dennis joining us from the David 3000 Network. Thanks for joining us, buddy. We'll talk to you in a week.
You're welcome, and hopefully Snowman will give out, talk about the Price is Right project that you want to host.
We will.
Boom, boom, boom.
Thank you, bro.
I'm sorry.
Appreciate it.
See you, man.
A break.
The following is a public service announcement from David 3000.
Yankees suck.
This has been a public service announcement from David 3000.
How about that?
A break, then Sixer talk, and then a Cubdom experience. Back in the deuce.
Yeah, brother.
One of the great things about ordering meals.
We're not a cooking show. We're a show about cooking. We turn the camera around and point it at you. Our show takes place right inside your kitchen.
Hey, y'all. Snowman here. Catch me, Cole Johnson, Wise El Jefe, and the usual cast of characters as we bring it to you every month.
So he claimed to have owned 13 different properties.
That was a lie.
Guess how many he does own? 0.
I should be asking, was this election rigged?
Not the 2021, but the 2022.
No, this election, I should be asked. I think everybody in that district should be asking, did we really vote for this dude? Did we really vote for him? I don't remember voting for him. Like did you remember voting for him? Nah, do you? Like, I really think y'all need to check this out. Like, y'all need to investigate this, because how y'all vote him in? It's criminal. It's criminal. This is criminal.
You know his mother died as a result of 9/11, right?
That was a lie.
And to show that we are an equal opportunity political bashers, we'll talk about the GOP presidential race, and we'll talk about Hunter Biden as well. A double play for Mentality this week on the Coleman Media Incorporated and the Real Wise TV YouTube channels. And you can catch replay on television if you like, Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central on the BS3 Network via Roku TV. We all thank you for your support. We thank Snowman for his, and we thank all of you in the chat for your support as well. Remember, Mentality is a platform for all men.
Well, Tom O'Boyle asked us the question, and this was the question: what do the Sixers need to do to get to the next level?
Be nice.
No. Give me my take.
Oh, good Lord. Really? All right, fine. Yes, for this. Okay, no problem. Woosah. Have mercy. Oops, slipped.
Slipped my ass. Okay. What do the 76ers need to do to get to the next level? Okay. I said I was going to be nice, but I said you was going to be nice. I said I was going to be nice, but I decided I'm going to tell the truth instead.
Okay.
Keep Tyrone Maxey. Keep Nick Nurse. Push the plunger.
But that would mean Embiid would have to go if you're going to push the plunger.
Exactamundo. Goodbye.
Well, you got Daryl Morey as the president of basketball operations there, and he would probably
Man,
I know
needs to go-
yeah, I would. And look, I agree with that, but he would probably say,
Well, I'm
But-
saying, listen,
yeah, he would need to roll out too. Yes,
Daryl
I agree.
Morey, like I said, keep Tyrone Maxey, keep Nick Nurse, everybody else in front of a firing squad with pink slips. Daryl Morey too. Because y'all ain't gonna get to the next level the way this roster is constructed and the way this front office is constructed. Period. Houston Rockets, anyone? Should have known that was coming when A, James Harden signed with the team, and B, they brought in Daryl Morey.
Well, reverse it. Daryl Morey was on the team
Morey
before.
was first, and then they brought in Harden. Okay.
Then they brought in Harden. Yeah.
Well, first of all, why the hell did y'all waste money on Stay Puft Harden anyway?
Remember, he was supposed to be the dynamic, the second part of the dynamic duo with him and Joel Embiid.
Why the f you lying? Why you always lying?
We both knew that was going to be an unmitigated disaster when that trade was made.
What do y'all think James Harden and Joel Embiid was supposed to be? Maurice Cheeks and Moses Malone? Come on, these are two of the softest players in the league. Period.
And remember, they went on a winning streak when Harden got on the team, and then Kendrick Perkins got on television and said, "quote
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that Harden Embiid pairing, that gonna make the 76er the East Conference champion."
Why the f you lying?
Close quote.
Sorry. Try again.
Why the f you lying? Why you always lying?
And he said that back in late February of that year.
And what happened?
Fast forward about 2.5 months later, and when the Heat got a hold of him and bounced him out in the conference semifinals, that wonderful pairing that Kendrick Perkins said was going to be the Eastern Conference representative in the 2022 NBA Finals took one big, sweet, fat, spectacular when it had Jimmy Butler throw shade to the Sixers saying, "Oh, you mean you tell me you kept Tobias Harris over me?"
What the hell has Tobias Harris done in Philadelphia?
Oh,
not a damn thing. And they paid him all that money. They paid him all that money for what? For what?
Oh.
This is why I say you put everybody else. You keep Tyrese Maxey because he's your best player. You keep Nick Nurse because he's actually a great coach.
If they want to listen to him, he is, yeah.
But I predict that by February they're going to deal Tyrese Maxey. Like the stupid f***ing idiots they are. Speaking of stupid idiots, Kendrick Perkins' take about that pairing making them Eastern Conference champions. Shut the f*** up. Hell, if ESPN is laying off everybody, take Kendrick Perkins and put him in front of a firing squad. Matter of fact, while I'm on my look, y'all laid off all these people. No, let me call it right. You fired all these people and you kept Kendrick Perkins.
You fool! That's cold.
You fired all these people and you kept Kendrick Perkins.
You fool!
You fired all these people, some of which actually deserve a chance, and you kept Kendrick Perkins.
You fool!
You idiots. Kendrick Perkins, you are the biggest idiot with a microphone in front of you. You deserve no chance whatsoever. Yeah, you actually played the game, and you were good. Yeah, you were good playing the game, but at the same time, your analytic. I'm gonna fumble the word. Your analytic skills.
You fool!
No. Deserve a big, fat, juicy. Who actually believes Kendrick Perkins is worth something? Who actually believes Kendrick Perkins knows what he's talking about when it comes to basketball? Who actually believes Kendrick Perkins actually has a working brain when it comes to analyzing basketball? There.
Oh, I'm sorry. We were talking about the Sixers. I was thinking
Shut
about.
up.
No, I was thinking about the
Shut up. This song applies courtesy of the WWF. Oh. Who actually, the 76ers are going to be playoff contenders next year? Those are what the early reports said. My response is the following. They got
no chance. You got no chance. You got no chance. No chance. You got.
And then and to think y'all are going to keep this roster and let Nick Nurse try to work a miracle, because it's going to require a miracle to bring the Sixers to the next level. I mean, first round at best, the way this current roster is constructed, and that's with the supposed MVP and Joel Embiid. And one more time, my response is the following. That should answer your question. And to Tom O'Boyle, I hope that answers. Oh, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Who are you going to pair with Tyrese Maxey? Who actually wants to play in Philadelphia with this roster? Who actually wants to take that chance and play in front of and play on the floor of an imitation Spectrum? This is nothing against Nick Nurse. This is nothing against Tyrese Maxey. Those are your two best pieces right now. Joel Embiid sucks. James Harden sucks. Tobias Harris is a dumpster fire. And the 76ers as a whole, except for the two names I said, Nick Nurse and Tyrese Maxey, is a freaking dumpster fire. Period. And unless you blow it up and start over with those two pieces, the Sixers are going nowhere. Period. That's Snowman's take. What is yours? There. Tom, I hope that answers your question. Cole, you're kind of muted, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. 83 Sixers. It's not gonna happen. That's
It's not gonna happen.
They don't have the pieces,
and they don't have the damn nerve.
And
they don't have okay.
And if they're going to continue to rely on Daryl Morey, who he has actually said that he is all about analytics and does not watch the product on the court,
Said it
then
in
your
Houston.
team is in deep trouble.
You know what?
And those are words that that isn't hyperbole. Those words came out of his mouth.
Yes. I have this. The Sixers, the way they are currently constructed, are doomed. Period. I'll say it again. And Tom, I hope you understand why I'm saying this. As currently constructed, the Philadelphia 76ers are doomed. Period. They're doomed. If they make the playoffs this coming season, I'll be surprised. Now, while I'm throwing on shade on my first favorite team because of Mo Cheeks, because of Andrew Toney, because of Moses Malone, because of Julius the Dr. Irving,
And Mark Ivoroni.
Bobby Jones.
Bobby Jones in the house.
Earl Curitan.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody remembers him. Matter of fact, you know what you need to do? Let me throw another WWF
and an underrated head coach, Billy Cunningham. Yep.
Billy Cunningham. Why did the Sixers ever fire Billy Cunningham?
I have no idea.
85, they dealt with so many injuries, and they still got to the Eastern Conference Finals. And yet you fire Billy Cunningham before the 85-86 season, and you bring in Matt Guokas.
And I like Matt Guokas. He does know basketball.
I love Matt Guokas. He's a great basketball mind. But he wasn't
Billy
the coach
Cunningham.
of
He was
that
not.
team.
Yes, Billy Cunningham. He was not. Yes.
I mean, hell, Billy Cunningham figured out how to use Charles Barkley at first when they drafted him. How do you like them apples?
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, okay, one more piece. I should have brought this in, and I didn't think about it. Then we got to get out of here. You know what needs to happen to Philadelphia right now? You know what needs to happen to the Philadelphia 76ers right now? I play this song from the WWE of Legends Past. Anybody who knows the old school WNBA recognizes this tag team's theme music.
Demolition, baby. Destruction, it's on their no name.
And with this song rolling, they should not be in. They will not.
Uh-oh.
They will not. You understand me? They will switch over to Shadow Realm Wireless.
Shadow Realm.
Yeah, because Philadelphia is going to be the next team to use Shadow Realm Wireless. There's no one around to save Philadelphia's act of contrition because they are keeping Joel Embiid, they are keeping James Harden, and they're keeping this roster as currently constructed as it is, bringing rookies onto a squad that's going to fail miserably. If they win 40 games, I'll be surprised. I hate to say this to Sixer fans, but I believe in speaking the truth and shaming the devil. The Sixers, as they are currently constructed, they are doomed.
Doomed, I tell you,
You
doomed.
understand?
Doomed. Doomed.
I'll say more this afternoon as a bonus subject. We're out of here. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, then they're simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope y'all are too. Sports Sensei comes your way at 1:05. And then I'll be back at 10 after 2 with the Brian Snow Show. So long, everybody.